Hi everyone. I think we can get started because already many of us on the line. So my name is Olivier, and I hope you can hear me fine. Should be okay. I'm the head of international at Faire, and actually I just recently joined Faire from Airbnb, and so I thought as an intro I would give you a little bit of background on my story so far and why I decided to join Faire. So as a child, I grew up in Paris with my three sisters. And I believe I was quite lucky because I grew up in a neighborhood that was really full of life. And frankly, that was thanks to all those local shops that we had around us, run by lots of people that we knew quite well. And so quite early on in my life, I actually realized how important local retail was to bring life to a community. And then later on, a few years later, I was exposed more to the other side, more to the brand side and makers, because my wife is actually an illustrator. She does that as a job. And many of our close friends are makers, have their own brands. And so there again, I saw firsthand how important it is to help brands gain traction, gain distribution, and be able to focus on what they do best, which is really creating and making. And so that's why when I first heard about Faire a few months ago, I got really excited about the mission of Faire, about the company. And I feel very lucky today to have joined that amazing community. Before Faire, I was with Airbnb, and I was working on international expansion as well. So I was leading Airbnb experiences for Europe, Middle East, Africa, and South and North America. And international expansion is a big thing for Faire now as well. It's actually really a top priority for the whole company. And so I'm so thrilled to see in this webinar, in this panel, that so many of you have joined from all across Europe. So how are we going to approach international expansion? Well, one of the key pieces of it is actually the Faire Summer Market. So let me give you a little bit more context about it. So the Faire Summer Market is our third virtual trade show, and it's going to be the largest that we run this year. For a 3-day period, you, brands, are going to be able to set promotions and discounts on your products, and we, Faire, are going to match your discounts up to 20% of your selling price. In other words, if you set up a 20% discount, we'll add another 20%, and that will be a 40% discount. So something which is, I guess, quite unheard of in the world of retail and wholesale. But besides the promotional aspect, we also have found that, frankly, those virtual fairs and virtual markets are obviously very convenient, very efficient, but also just very successful. If you look at the one that we ran last time around, so it was in February, we had 45,000 relationships that got created between brands and retailers that did not know each other before those 3 days. We had 8,000 brands that got an order over those 3 days, and something like 90,000 orders that got placed. Overall, retailers saved more than $4 million funded by Faire as part of the promotions. And the average promotion back then was around 15%. So that was a huge success. That was in February. And frankly, we expect this Faire Summer Market to be even more important, because for the first time, it's a truly global event. It's going to be with brands and retailers from the US, from Canada, from the UK, from all across the European Union and other European countries. So it's definitely going to be the event of the summer for us. And I hope that you'll get as excited as we are. And now we're going to break out in separate rooms. There will be one room for brands and one room for retailers. And we're going to go a bit deeper on how you can get set up for those 3 days. Hope you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you again after the breakouts.
As Olivier said, this is going to be one of our biggest markets, actually our biggest market. We have about 8,000 brands joining us so far, and that number just keeps on growing. So we're really excited to host everyone this year for Faire Summer Market, which is, believe it or not, coming up in 2 short weeks. And I have Valerie Safran here with me today, who is a true Faire veteran. She has been on the platform for over 4 years, which, as many of you know, I'm sure that's a very long time. She and her wife have 5 restaurants and 2 boutiques in Philly, and they use Faire to source for all of those, which is amazing. So we're thrilled to have Valerie here today to talk to us about her experience and to tell us a little bit about her tips and tricks for making the most out of the market. So thank you so much, Valerie, for joining us. I know you're super busy, so we really appreciate you taking the time.
I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. So why don't we just start off with you telling us how many markets you have participated in?
So this will be my 3rd market coming up.
Awesome. So you have been around for a lot of them, which is amazing. So what is it that keeps you coming back to Faire markets knowing that this is your 3rd?
Well, I've had my store for about 20 years, and so I've been to lots of trade shows. The first Faire market, I think the first thing was that it was up to a 20% off for pricing. So, you know, you're never really getting 20% off and free shipping. So the pricing was great. For me, I use it to organize everything. It's very easy for me to look at invoices, look at orders, do reorders, all of those type things in one place. And I think it's really just the easiest platform to just place an order. See, I like to look at what's new. I'll click on that. I like to see what the best sellers are, so I can do everything very quickly and then get back to the shop.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, the convenience of Faire Summer Market is pretty unbeatable, as are the discounts. So I'm really glad that, you've kept coming back for them, and that it's still an exciting, great opportunity for you. In that vein, are you attending any in-person shows this year, or are you only participating in Faire Summer Market?
I am attending shows. I'm down for this year. I'm just going to one show, and then I have Faire Market in two weeks. So those are my 2 shows, and that should be enough. We'll see how it goes. The shows sometimes have the bigger brands, and Faire actually has both. I see almost everybody I buy from is on Faire now. But a lot of the smaller brands that I found over the last few years, they would have never gone to the shows. I would have only found them on Faire. So it opens up the world to a lot of different avenues.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's a really great opportunity to discover new brands, which is great. And I think that the fact that you found that you can do most of your shopping at Faire Summer Market is really excellent. And then if you feel like you really want to go to an in-person show, you can also supplement with that, which is really great. And that's why we do it. So how are you kind of balancing between Faire Summer Market and in-person shows? How are you planning for that?
Well, for Faire, I'm constantly putting things into my cart, even if I'm not buying in that moment. Sometimes, I did have a small problem where I was on the app a lot late at night, and I would always be finding new things. So I no longer place orders from my bed at night, but I put them in the cart. And so I'll start, like right now, my cart probably has a few hundred items in it. So I'm waiting. I know if I don't need it immediately, if I need it immediately, we'll push the order through. But at this point, we're only 2 weeks out. So I keep loading my cart. And then when it comes to those 3 days, the first time they had the show, it was 2 days a year ago, and I did not have enough time. I was working from morning until night. Now it's 3 days, and even the last time, I was just going as fast as I could because there's a lot to buy, and the discounts are substantial. When you get 20% off and no shipping, I'm ordering heavy. I'm ordering especially heavy now because the pandemic is, we're not as uncertain. So I'm loading my cart, and then as soon as we get to those 3 days, I go to each individual brand. I check out what's new. I kind of try and do it in a calm way, but then I push the order through and I keep going. So the one thing I did learn from the last show was that some companies allow you to put a future ship date, some don't. I need to do a better job on that this time, just so we don't get so many orders, you know, a few weeks out.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
go ahead.
So it sounds like your two main tricks are to plan your buy in advance and to check in on future ship dates to make sure that you're not getting all inventory at one time.
Yeah, and a lot of emails are already coming through from the brand, so I'm really trying to do it every day as I go.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think that planning your buy is probably one of the best strategies, especially for new retailers on here who haven't had a chance to, see all these brands in the past. I think that being able to plan your buy is a really, really excellent way to set yourself up for success, know what you're getting yourself into. Of course, you're still going to want to shop around during the event itself, but knowing that you have all these things in your cart that you're really excited about is great. And I think that that's an awesome tip for people who are new to Faire Markets to follow.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, I think those tips and tricks are great. I hope that everyone here can listen to them. I know I just asked everyone in the chat what they're most looking forward to for Faire Summer Market, but what are you most looking forward to?
I mean, for me, it's always new. I always want fresh and new, and I try and, I do buy some things that I've had in the past, but I'm always clicking on the new to see what's new so I can have a fresh approach. So show me what you got. I'm ready to buy.
Awesome. We love to hear it. Well, I think that that's great. I'm really glad to hear that you're loving the markets, that you're coming back to them year after year, that you've been on Faire for so long. So I really appreciate you taking the time to come here and chat with us. I know that we have Lizzie coming up next, who's actually going to show everyone some of the tips and tricks that you can use to plan your buy and some of the tools that we've set up on our platform in order to do that. And Lizzie will go ahead and take it away from here. But thank you so much again, Valerie. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Valerie. Hi, everyone. I'm Lizzie. I am a marketer here at Faire. I work on international and I also work on events. So I'm super excited to be here today to walk you through what you can expect at Faire Summer Market. So what you'll see here is our A to Z brand directory. This actually launched just yesterday, and you can go to the site. We'll add the link in the chat and view over 8,100 brands who are participating at the market. And you'll see this is a really, really comprehensive page, and you can see a laundry list of all these amazing brands, but you also have tools to search so that you can get to what you're looking for faster. So you'll see at the top, you can filter by category, and that allows you to search for things like, apparel or home and home goods. You can also look for European specials directly. You can also filter by the name of the brand using our nice A to Z scroll up at the top there so that you can see exactly what you're looking for. And then when you go on top of a name of a brand, you kind of scroll over them, you'll see what we see here, which is appointed. And this gives you a little preview into what special the brand is offering. So you're able to see here, this brand is from Washington, D.C. You can learn more about their background, the amount of products that they're able to sell at the market, and then a preview into what products they'll be offering as a promotion. You'll also see the details of the promotion. And directly from this visual, you can click on the brand. And when you're on the brand page, you can actually click the plus sign to follow them. And any brand that you follow in advance of the market will show up on the market day, and you'll be able to shop them directly so that you have a curated list of all the brands you're looking to buy at the event. So again, we are linking the A to Z page in the chat for easy access, and you can start browsing it today. Next slide, please. And as Eliza mentioned, we'll do questions at the end. So I'm happy to answer any direct questions you have. Great, so this is the day of experience. What this means is when you log onto faire.com on July 27th, you will see this new takeover that features all market specials. So you'll see here, you can click on Shop Brands A to Z to see that A to Z page that we just showed you. You can also shop directly by special. So if you want to look for the brands that are offering the biggest deals at over 40% off, just click that 40% off and up button, and you'll be able to see all of the brands in one place. You can also sort by free shipping or look at brands that are offering different specials. If you scroll down, you'll be able to see different market specials and also be able to search by category, by brand values, such as based in Europe, based in the UK, women-owned, not on Amazon. Those are some of our most popular brand values. Or you can search directly by location. You can also search by minimum, which we know is important, especially when you're shopping at these discounts. So if you scroll down, you'll see all of the discounts that the brands are offering, as well as a curated list of brands that we think you'll like. And this will be live from July 27th all the way to July 29th. So you can come on July 27th, look around, see what brands you're excited about, and you'll have 3 days to capitalize on those specials. So don't feel, we know that some products might sell out, but you do have 3 full days to shop the market, so you can take time to figure out what you want to buy. Great. And then what you'll see once you've figured out exactly what you want to purchase and you've added all the products to your cart, you'll be able to see the comprehensive discount that you'll be saving at the event. So you'll see here, this is a screenshot of the checkout screen during Faire Summer Market. And what we have here is your order summary. So you can see exactly your purchases. And then you'll be able to see a line-by-line discount of the money you're saving at the event. So you'll see here, you have on the right side, this brand promotion, Summer Market 2021, the European brand promotion of free shipping, which means that all retailers on this call get free shipping on all their purchases at the event. And then you'll also see the next brand that you'll buy. So we'll make sure that it's very clearly organized in your checkout screen. And then of course your shipping will be free. So you can see your grand order total at the bottom. What we do here is illustrate just how much you can save at the event. As we said, retailers have saved an average of anywhere from 15 to 25% off at markets. And exclusively for this Faire Summer Market, we're offering unbeatable savings through offering a 20% discount match for European brands. This means that you can save up to 40% on European brands you shop at the event and also get free shipping on all of your orders, whether they're coming from Europe or the US. So it's really an amazing time to shop at the market. Great. So now I'll hand it over and I will take any questions you have. I know that there have been some in the chat, so happy to answer anything or answer a question live. Again, you can use the chat or the Q&A function to ask questions.
Yeah, Lizzie, I have a few questions that I've been reading through in the chat. One of the ones that a lot of people are asking is how many brands are participating in Faire Summer Market this year?
That's a great question. We are 2 weeks out of the event and we already have over 8,000 brands that have signed up to participate, including over 1,000 European brands. So lots to shop at the event.
Awesome. I'm so excited to see who's there. So as a European retailer, can I get free shipping on US brands too?
Yes. Yes. So to help you discover US brands, we're offering free shipping on all of your orders at the market and actually on Faire at large right now. And as we heard earlier, Faire Summer Market is an amazing time to discover new brands because you can get unbeatable prices and lock in free shipping. So if you haven't considered ordering from US or Canadian brands before, we think this is an awesome opportunity for you to test out some of those brands across the pond.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Another one is how do B2B payments work in Europe on Faire?
B2B as in, yes, great question. So you will be paid out. You can purchase and you'll see all of the costs in your local currency. And they'll be deducted just like any order that you would place online. Pretty straightforward. And as we mentioned, you will get free shipping. So that will be deducted right at checkout.
A few other questions about shipping. First of all, how long does it typically take for Faire goods to ship?
It's a great question, and it really depends on the brand's lead time. We've actually seen that European orders are being fulfilled pretty quickly, which is really encouraging. Some brands have, a 1 week lead time, some are up to 3, but our hope is that you're getting your orders within the next couple of weeks. We think that's a really important differentiator for Faire.
Awesome. And then another question of who actually makes the invoice?
All of the invoices are done through Faire. So when a brand receives an order from you, they will have the opportunity to print out an invoice or they can ship on their own. So the brand will be processing the invoice for you.
Awesome. And then gonna find another one. Can I set individual prices with brands based on volume, or does Faire preset the purchasing price?
That's an interesting question. The pricing is determined by the brand. So, I think we are offering brand level specials up to 40% off so that you can lock in the best deals, which will hopefully help you purchase more. But it really determines the brand if they want to offer like a tiered promotion, which would say, you get 20% off and free shipping on orders over $300 or something like that. So I'd recommend you use the A to Z page to check out the brand specials and see what promotions they're offering.
Totally. The A to Z page is such an awesome resource. I just saw another question come in. Can we choose to get items shipped within the UK only as we are based in the UK? And will that mean no customs? Will the UK be searchable?
Yes. So you're able to easily filter by brands in the United Kingdom if you are in the UK, so that you're able to just look for brands that are sold locally.
Awesome. Okay. And then another one. Is Faire possible to use for drop shipping, i.e. can I change the delivery address per order, or is Faire better geared towards delivering to a single centralized location?
It's a great question. We don't offer drop shipping today, so you should just ship directly to the retailer. And as we mentioned, shipping is done through Faire, so it should be really easy for you and your brand to be able to process your orders. And if you have any questions, we actually have a messaging feature directly on Faire that allows brands to reach out to you so that you can have a one-to-one conversation with your brand about any questions you have about your lead time, your shipping, or your delivery.
Awesome. Okay, do we have any other questions? Are there any brands from Germany, Lizzie?
Yes, we have brands from Germany. We have brands from actually all over Europe. We have over 1,000 brands from Europe that sell on Faire today, and many, many of them are participating in the market.
Awesome. Okay, and then we have a question about how are import customs handled?
It's a great question. I actually think what would be most useful is we can direct you to our help center that offers a ton of information about how VAT and customs work, because we know this is top of mind for both European brands and retailers. So Rachel can offer the link where we can answer all of your detailed questions about VAT. I want to make sure you get the most accurate information for your specific use case.
Awesome. So I think that answers a few other questions that have actually been asked in the chat as well. Do we have any other questions? Give everyone a few minutes to send them in if they do. I see a few questions about whether or not you will be able to access this presentation afterwards. You will. We will actually be posting this on our Facebook and YouTube channels so that you can access this afterwards. You can send it out to anyone who you think would find it interesting. So this will be available. We will send you the link via email and are happy to share it all with you. We're glad you guys like it. I see another question. So if we buy stock, do you hold the stock and send when an outsider buys from US to any address? Or when we order, do you ship to us straight away?
That's a really interesting question. I'd love to hear more, but generally what happens if you're purchasing on Faire is that the brand will let you know when the order is expected to ship. We'll make sure it goes through customs, and then you'll receive the order directly. Faire does not hold any inventory itself, so it's really up to you and the brand to process the order directly.
Awesome. Okay. Do we have any other questions? Do you have any German-speaking customer service, and what happens if I have any problems?
That is a great question. We're very excited to say that we have teams in that speak all languages represented here, or I believe that would be my guess based on the attendees today. And we absolutely have German representatives ready to help. So if you send us a support question in German, we'll get back to you in German.
Okay, so I see everyone joining us back from the brand room. Thank you all so much for joining the retailer room. I hope that this information was really valuable for you. I know that the tips and tricks from Valerie are really useful. Lizzie's tools for actually setting yourself up for success for the market are highly recommended. I think that that's the best way to really make sure that you have the best market possible.
Once Hannah from Powder Designs joins, we're going to hear a little bit about her first experience with the Faire Market, and then Evan is going to walk through how to set your brand promotion if you are on Faire already, but not yet officially participating in the market. So hopefully you'll feel equipped to participate this time around. Evan, do you want to switch things up and maybe you can go through the promotion demo to start, and then we'll grab Hannah for a conversation after?
Yeah, sure thing.
All right.
So let me just get this set up here. One sec. All right. Okay, everyone. So first off, hello, I'm Evan. I'm a product manager at Faire, and I've been working with the team on bringing Faire Summer Market to life. So I am very excited that you are all very excited. Today, I want to walk through a few steps for people who are new to market to set themselves up for success. And there are a couple short, relatively quick and painless steps to doing that. The first is, as Annie mentioned, setting up your Faire Summer Market promotion. And then the second is engaging your retailers. So I'm going to go ahead and launch our sort of test environment so I can show you what this looks like on a test account. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see if the Zoom gods are nice to us today. All right, I think you should be able to see my test demo screen. Cool. So this is our sort of our test environment, but most of it resembles what you would see in real life. So when you log into your brand portal page, your homepage as a brand, this page should look somewhat familiar. Something should catch your attention, and it's our Faire Summer Market promotion banner. So if you haven't dismissed this, this banner should be live and basically says Faire Summer Market is matching your promotions during our 4-day event. You can go ahead and click this button. And if I do that, what it should do is open basically a pre-filled promotion to basically make this step a bit more seamless. So you can go ahead and name the promotion what you'd like. We recommend putting Summer Market somewhere in the promo, just so it's easy to remember. The dates will be filled automatically if you go through that banner. So the 26th to the 29th, and there's a friendly reminder here as well. We recommend that you make your promo available to everyone because for European brands, we are doing this up to 20% match. It's a great opportunity to highlight brands and your brand and give retailers a pretty amazing value discount. And then the final piece is setting up your tiering. So for the purposes of the demo, I'll go ahead and set a couple tiers. So for instance, you put in your qualifying order amount, so the amount at which you want to apply the promo. And we're basically offering tiers here. So I'll set up 2 tiers. And a couple things I want to call out. As you're going through this, you should see the amount that Faire will match. So the total promotion amount for your retailers pop up at the bottom for each of your tiers. The nuance between this and our EU brands and Greater Europe is that if you're a European brand, we will match up to 40% off. And we will also be applying free shipping as well on your behalf. So if I go ahead and save that promotion, you should get this confirmation that the promo has been set up for the market. This is what the promo will basically look like across your Faire shop. And so you'll see the Faire Summer Market specific branding. If you go over to your promotions page, just to again check, you should also see that the promo that we set up has this special "You're part of Faire Summer Market" confirmation as well. So that's how you set up your promo. In the case that you had dismissed, in the case that you had already dismissed what we saw on the homepage, you should also see if you haven't set up a promo. If you just navigate to your promotions section, that there will also be that deep link to route you to create your Faire Summer Market promo. And the one other thing I wanted to show you as well is once you've gone ahead and set up your promotion, we recommend that you let your retailers know that, that you want to either new retailers you want to invite to market or existing ones whose relationships you want to deepen to invite them to market. You can do that however you'd like. we've tried to make things a bit easier for you by creating a new campaign template. So if you, in case this is new, you can navigate to the campaigns tool, where we can also go ahead and let's make this campaign Faire Summer Market 2021. And we've created Faire Summer Market templates. So again, this is for you to engage with as you want to. You can go ahead and select as many contacts as you'd like, enter a subject line that features your brand. So logo will be at Faire Summer Market. And then we had a promo of up to 20% off in our case. Again, this can be as high as 40% off for European brands. And then we can basically select the template that makes this easy for us. So in our case, I'll say I'm a brand that's trying to get in touch with my Europe retailers. This changes the template a bit to be more specific to European orders. I can then, again, and it's for you to edit as you see fit. But in this case, I'm going to highlight that we will be offering promotions up to 20% off on our latest products. In this case, you can upload an image of your choosing and then send out your campaign template. When this hits your retailers, it will be responsive both on mobile as well as in more of an email view, and they'll be directed to Faire to learn more. So easy as that. So set up your Faire Summer Market promotions and please engage your retailers. The sooner you do it, the better, because in the week and a half leading up to market is when retailers really start coming to our site to learn about market and which brands are participating. And so if you go ahead and take these steps sooner rather than later, more new retailers will start seeing kind of your brand across some of the surfaces that we highlight for market. So I know there may be some questions there. Feel free to put them in the chat and we'll follow up after in some Q&A. So I hope that was seamless enough. Again, if you have questions, just reach out during the chat, and we're really excited about you joining us at Faire Summer Market 2021. So I'll pass it back to you, Annie.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Evan. I'm excited that we found Hannah in the Zoom of this. Hannah, welcome back. First and foremost, really excited to introduce you all to Hannah Graham. Hannah is the head of marketing at Powder Designs in Edinburgh. You'll have to correct me if I mispronounce that, Hannah. Based accessories brand that makes really fun, trend-forward accessories like socks and headbands. And we've loved kind of seeing Hannah's growth on Faire. And so first and foremost, we're going to kind of do this interview style, Hannah, if you're open to it, but would love to hear how long Powder has been on Faire.
Thank you so much, Annie. It's good to see you, and I find it I'm in the right place now in the Zoom world. Yeah, so Powder we've been on Faire for just over a year now, and we've seen fantastic growth. So we kind of came to the market in March of 2020, and it's kind of been onwards and upwards for us since then.
Awesome. And how many Faire markets have you participated in so far?
We've just done the one. So we did the winter market at the beginning of February, and that was our first sort of digital trade fair for us. And we saw it as a real opportunity with that sort of discount matching. So yeah, that was our first one, and it was supremely successful for us. So we're really excited about the summer market to be our second.
Awesome. So obviously Faire Winter Market was about 6 months ago. If you can remember back this far, what initially drew you to participate and what got you excited about the market?
I think it was a combination of things, but first of all, the promotion matching was something that we hadn't seen offered by anyone else or in any other space. And to be honest, to date, I've not seen anything else like that. So that's a huge bonus for us. And we saw it as an opportunity to sort of catch loads of new retailers. And also we were getting inquiries from existing retailers who were asking us in the run up if we were going to be participating. So that kind of also sort of hooked our interest a little bit, because it felt like our existing retailers were preparing for the market. And also it was an opportunity to get new retailers as well.
Awesome. Can you share a little bit about what you saw in terms of sales volume at the event, and kind of what some of your peers that are joining us today can expect at this type of event?
Well, for us, the winter market, we'd sort of been growing quite slowly. We were sort of having sort of orders were kind of trickling in, and then we took part in the winter market, and we saw our orders sort of for that over that week were sort of more than 5 times what they would have been in a normal week, which was, you know, sort of exceeded our expectations. But then following that, because we got so many new retailers during the market, that was really sort of a catalyst for our orders just to really snowball following that. Because all of the new customers that we got during the market were then reordering with us throughout the season. So we saw a huge increase in sales during the market, but then that was also really led to just a much higher, just a consistent revenue stream for us following that as well.
Awesome. That's great to hear. As compared to any in-person shows you've participated in the past, how does Faire Summer Market compare? Kind of how do you prepare differently? So any tips kind of heading into the market for the brands joining us today?
I think we use the assets that Faire provide for our own marketing, and then we combine them with the marketing we've got for the new products launching. I think it's quite in comparison to in-person trade fairs, it's important to sort of build the buzz in the run up, because you can't, the people are going to be there in that space, but you're going to be fighting with other brands for people's eyeballs. So let them know that you're going to be there. And I think as well, a lot of the customers on Faire are preparing themselves. They're allocating their budget. They're thinking about how they're going to spend for the season. And so if you let them know that they're going to be able to take part in your promotion during that time, it's a fantastic way to get sort of those orders sort of coming in, and sort of allocating the spend to your brand. I think as well, you can have fun with creating digital assets. It's really important to get things looking really visual, and also for us, we are going to be launching our next season collection during the market, which is going to be super fun as well. So it's really great to get pre-orders loaded up if you've got imagery ready for upcoming products, and just make things look as vibrant and as exciting as possible on your marketplace page.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Hannah. But we really appreciate hearing about your experience, and excited to see your brand have another successful market at the end of the month. Evan and I will field some of the questions that have come in from you all now.
Super. Thank you.
Thanks, Hannah.
Awesome. So the first one that I responded to in the chat, but I just wanted to voice over, was from Holly. And in the demo that I showed, there was when you're setting the promotion, there's an option, there was a checkbox on the screen that said include free shipping. If you are a European brand, that box we've removed to avoid confusion, and you will automatically get free shipping applied. So there's no setting or box you need to check if you are a European brand. So hope that makes life a bit easier. The next question I saw was from Isabel from Bubblegum Stuff. And the question was, is there a simple way to split your mail list between EU, UK, and US? So you can use Faire's tooling for this. If you go ahead and navigate to the customers page in the brand portal, what you can do is you can create a new contact list. And actually, it might be worth, I'll do this really quickly. because it'll be easy to speak to. If you go ahead and into the customers page in your brand portal and select new contact list, you can then basically create a contact list based on country a country. So you could set this to be the US or others. So that would be one way that you can separate your contact list in a way that uses Faire's tooling.
Evan, one other question that came through was, are the discounts valid for pre-orders as well?
Got it. So the discounts are valid for pre-orders as well for the market. And we've gotten some feedback that due to some of the sort of supply chain issues that people have been experiencing of late, that is something that they can use to get around this, some of those problems people are experiencing. We do want to just stress that to make sure that you are, given sort of some of the summer vacation that's coming up, that you will be around and able to fulfill orders based on those timelines that retailers are going to buy. But yes, short answer is pre-ordering is going to be matched and supported at Faire Summer Market.
Awesome. One other one I saw that is probably relevant to everyone in this audience is, can retailers also use their first order 200 euro credit during Faire Summer Market? And can that be applied on top of any discounts as well?
Yes. So there's no special rules or asterisks there. You can use that credit, Faire Direct credit, and that will stack in terms of what's being used.
Awesome. One other one that's sort of nuanced is, can you change your brand discount throughout the market?
So we recommend that you don't. If there's like a reason that you're thinking about it, please get in touch and communicate. And the reason being that basically when retailers start going to the brand directory, based on our research, they basically start note-taking which brands have which discounts, and they sort of set their buying plans early, sort of towards the start of the market, and then we'll buy from the 26th to the 29th in this case. And so the sense is that they sort of lock in what those discounts are. As a result, we recommend that people stick to the discounts that they set, but that you can use the tiering functionality that we walk through to do some of that, some of that sort of discrimination as you see fit.
Awesome. And then I think we just have 30 more seconds. So one final question is, are we seeing retailers buying for spring, summer 2022, or kind of what is sort of the typical buying use case at these markets? Evan, I would say it's kind of all over the map. I think we see retailers attending our summer markets to shop for holiday 2021. We'll likely see them also shopping for a year out, as well as placing some last minute orders. So it's kind of all over the map. And we definitely encourage you to both spotlight kind of your hero bestsellers, as well as any new product for upcoming seasons for that reason.
Yeah, agreed.
Awesome. Well, with that, we've captured all of your questions, but let's head back to the main webinar via the link that Amy just shared, and Olivier is excited to kind of close this out.
Well, I hope you all found these sessions helpful and that you are as excited as we are about this Faire Summer Market, which is coming very, very soon. By the way, I saw in the chat that some of you brands had trouble joining the breakout room, so we'll make sure to share all the videos and recordings so that you can get all the information. And before closing, just wanted to recap some of the reasons why we think this event will be a great one. First would be a great way to create connections between brands, between all of you brands and retailers. Second, you'll be able to shop and to sell at amazing rates, funded by Faire. And as you know, it's a virtual event, so it will be also very efficient from a cost and time perspective. So if you're a brand, do not hesitate, set up your promotions today. And if you are a retailer, RSVP to the event, add it to your calendar, and you can start planning today. That's it. We can't wait to see you there. Thank you all for joining. It was very, very exciting to see all of you from all over Europe.